Hey, what's up, Pisces? So you Pisces actually have the Two of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, and then you also have the Empress. So um, I already did this video, but it is what it is, right? It is what it is. Complications. It is what it is. Anyway, so for you Pisces, y'all are in a position where you Pisces are very much so thinking about what it is that you want to do. A lot of you Pisces figure that you don't have time to be wasting on, people that all they're going to do is just, you know, come into your life and just bring hullabaloo and dysfunction, right? And a lot of you, you got to know that the reason why it is that, you're getting the dysfunction is because you're too good. A lot of dysfunctional people, again, they're so duplicitous, you can't really trust anything that they say or do because they'll say one thing and then they'll do something else. You know what I'm saying? They'll constantly talk about what it is that they're not going to do and then they'll actually do it. And then they want to be taken seriously, but then they go do something that they shouldn't be taken seriously for, right? When we observe it. And so the situation with this is that a lot of you Pisces are in a place. A lot of you Pisces, you understand, but I'm gonna tell you like this: what it is that you're too good, like I said before. This is why a lot of the times, it seems as if you're having some situations pop up, is because you're too good. Dysfunctional. We're living in a world right now where dysfunctional people are really kind of two-faced about this. They're saying out of their mouth that they really want functional relationship, a healthy relationship, but in action they don't really want that. So, and they even do things where the better you are is the more enthusiastic, the harder they go to try to bring you down, right? Like, you know, this is why you understand what I'm saying? Like part of it is jealousy, and part of it is they don't like you. They do like you, but they don't like the fact that you're a decent person. That gets on their nerves. That they don't particularly like that. That the fact that you're a decent person gets on their nerves. So things, you'll be treating a person well and they'll give you all kind of nonsense. But then when you Pisces are not with them, they'll meet someone else that doesn't treat them anywhere near as good as you Pisces do. And they'll give those people cooperation, got them doing wild stuff. You know what I'm saying? Got them doing wild stuff that they say that they wouldn't do, then they're doing it. All types of goofy stuff. And so a lot of you Pisces just understand, again, the Empress is about like, you basically understanding you can't take these people seriously because, you know, they're just goofy, they're just bringing dysfunction to you. And then at the same time, trying to make it seem like, you Pisces, just trying to make it seem like you Pisces just, are, there's something up with you when in actuality, there's really something up with them. They don't know how to be with a person who's decent. And so anybody who's decent, they'll figure out a way to betray them. And so that's what it is that you Pisces essentially have been going through. And so now the Nine of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles here represents you Pisces don't want to deal with that. Like I said before, you don't want to deal with it at all. You don't want to deal with it. And so the Nine of Pentacles here is about how you have your own anyway, like I said. What, like you have your own in the sense that you don't have to put up with people's nonsense because of the fact that, you don't have to deal with their nonsense because of how, people have been treating you. And it's not just you, it's anyone that chooses to be a decent person is getting chastised for it. A lot of people, the majority is dysfunctional people. The loud majority are dysfunctional people, very dysfunctional people, essentially, who, you know, really they get on camera and they say one thing, or they get in front of people and they say one thing, but then they, but then it's something else in their action. And so this is why it is that I was saying that you have to watch what a person does, but you also have to listen to what it is that they say. And I know that for a Fendi fact, because dysfunctional people usually say one thing and do another. You know how many people who told me, you know how many people who I asked for their number and they said no, and then when I said okay, cool, they wanted to give me their number. Like, same conversation. Let me get your number. Why? Because I got things going on and I don't know if I can contact you every day. Now I'm not gonna give you my number. Okay, cool. Life goes on. Oh no, I was just playing. I'll give you my number. Same conversation. Same conversation. So it's like, why'd you even tell me no from the very beginning? Wanting to play hard to get, wanting to see what you would do with it. What could you do with it, right? If a person tells you no, no means no. But this is to a person who's healthy, no means no. But this is the catch-22. They want you to continue to be persistent. Why? After they just finish saying no. And this is how things end up happening, where, you know, you find yourself in a courthouse for some stuff that you wasn't even really quite sure. You see how it is that dysfunctional people have to turn it, they have to turn it, they have to obscure it, they have to skew it, they have to keep turning it. Is because that's what I'm talking about. The dysfunction, the obscurity, you not really being sure of what's going on. And when this is what I'm talking about, when you have a roadmap and you're like, listen, we're gonna do this thing fair and square, or not at all. What's going on? Now they have all kind of conjectures and all kind of objections, and they don't want to do this and they don't want to do that. This is why a lot of them are stupid. This is why I say a lot of them are short yellow bus, because they be having the pushback, all kind of goofy pushback for decent people. It looks stupid. It's like, what are you doing? And so the Nine of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles here represents, this is why it is that another reason too why you Pisces sought after your own. It's because you don't want to have to, a lot of you Pisces too don't want to have to deal with people and their dysfunctions. You know, you're an adult, take good care of yourself, but you don't want to have to live with someone who's dysfunctional. They moving in your apartment or you're moving in theirs, and then they start, running antics on you and running game, and you Pisces are going back and forth with them, bickering. You don't want to deal with that. And so the Queen of Swords here and the Sun card for you represents how, and so yeah, it's just this sense that you Pisces are just like, nah, you're gonna get it together and kind of chill off of relationships right now, because relationships are just not it right now for a lot of you Pisces. A lot of you Pisces coming to the conclusion on your own. I'm just reporting it, but a lot of you Pisces are coming to your own conclusions, like, nah, relationships right now is not it. Like I said, it's not it, because a lot of people say one thing and do another. I've been talking about this, right? Because even in my own personal life, just to kind of show you my cards, right? Try to date these individuals, all kind of pushback about what they're not gonna do and this, that, and the third. And it's like, this is why a lot of people came to the conclusion, just leave dysfunctional people alone. Don't take them seriously, because they so wonky and dysfunctional and hearsay and all over the place, and so obtuse and so weird and abnormal in their thinking, because it is an abnormality. Let's not play any games. It's weird because it doesn't make any sense. And it's dysfunction making. It blurs, it skewers what's actually going on. And they're doing it intentionally. The question is, what are they doing it for? Because the only thing that can come out of that is stupidity. So they're just doing this for more of the stupidity's sake. Those type of people just deserve to be left alone, if you ask me. And so that's the point that I'm trying to make here with you, right? The Sun card is all about that as well. The Sun card is really about how, you know, a lot of you Pisces understand that you also have a lot to celebrate. Your life is not like lame, right? Your life is pretty good. Once again, your life is lame when you get yourself in a relationship, because people, now they want to pull antics on you, and you just don't want to deal with that. And so the things that the Seven of Cups, even if you Pisces have options, I'm seeing a lot of you Pisces still not going for the options, because okay, you have options, but at the same time, it's not even about how many options you have, it's the value of the options too. Because you have a lot of dysfunctional people out here. I'm telling you from personal experience, right? Getting into trying to see how a person is, and now all of a sudden it's like they don't want to do anything. They have all these strong boundaries. And it's like, stop playing. Stop playing. You rocking with it or you're not. I'm the winner chicken dinner. I'm the one that's going to get romantic fun and then not run off. If that's what it is that I'm going to stay here and continue to build. If that's what you're looking for, cool. But this nonsense about these fake boundaries, because a lot of the boundaries are fake too, and they only pull that boundary nonsense on individuals that are decent, and I'll tell you why. Because they'll say certain things like, oh, I'm not going to do this, but they won't allow those individuals who are dysfunctional on either side, dysfunctional like them, to wait too long or at all. They'll, again, the same example like that I said before. Oh, I'm not going to give you my number. Okay, cool. Have a good one. Wait, here's my number. In a span of like 5 minutes. Because they be typing back slowly, trying to get you to wait, and because you're not that important or whatever. Meanwhile, they're not really doing anything over there. It's happened a lot. It happens every time. As a matter of fact, it happens every single time without exception. I try to holler, hey, what's going on? Let's link up. Let's get to know each other. No, I'm not trying to do all that. Okay, cool. All right, no problem. Have yourself a good one. What? That's it? Yeah. Have yourself a good one. What? What? Then now they feel now they feeling something. I gotta call you a friend, or whatever the case may be, or whatever. What's going on, friend? That friend zone stuff doesn't that friend, I'm good to be in the friend zone, because the friend zone to a dysfunctional person is the one that is immune to all the nonsense that the person be doing. The ones that they put themselves in relationships to got to get into some goofiness and be stupid together. So me being the friend, as long as I don't let the person, ask for stuff and constantly up in my face, constantly asking, I'm good. I don't have to deal with all the nonsense that the person whom you'd be in a relationship with is getting. I'm getting the better half of it, not the person whom you're in a relationship with. And so the situation for you Pisces is that your life is good. Your life is peaceful without that. Five of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles for you Pisces. Once again, it speaks about how the best thing that they could have done was reject you. And it's not like you actually got rejected. You Pisces had someone that was willing to continue to get to know you. What happened is you Pisces decided that you didn't want to take them seriously anymore, because y'all got into beef. They kept showing you things that you didn't want to see about them. Let's clarify the Knight of Pentacles. You have the Ace of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Eight of Swords, the Justice card, and then you also have the King of Pentacles. So that's my point, right? To clarify the Knight of Pentacles. So you're actually, what the Knight of Pentacles represents is that you're actually better off being single. You're doing the right thing. You're doing the thing that you're supposed to be doing. Ace, Ace of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Eight of Swords. Because again, you have a lot of people who you'll get yourself in relationships with, and it will be too good. And they're just dysfunctional all over the place. And because you're too good, it drives them loopy. They don't know how to move, right? So you got to deal with people who can handle you, who can be with you and contain that type of joy, right? Because that's a part of it too. Why it is that I say that you Pisces are too good is because it drives them up a wall. The goodness drives them up a wall. And then, part of the reason why it is that they don't be wanting to have, I'll tell you why. Part of the reason why it is that they don't want to have romantic fun with you is not what it is that you're thinking. Part of it is jealousy, no doubt. You know, they're giving you just a stupid time just for the sake of the stupid time, in one sense, because they're jealous, right? Right? But it's not actually that. They're doing it, number one, because they're jealous. And number two, they're doing it due to the fact that they already kind of loopy right then and there. You having romantic fun with them, especially if it's good, yeah, it's going to drive them even more loopy. And so the situation for you, Pisces, is that, again, you're doing the right thing, what you're supposed to, because you understand that, you know, a lot of these relationships right now are just lame. It's a waste of time. And so the Justice card and the King of Pentacles here, you know, so you're essentially, you know, maybe you'll get back to love as far as romantically, but as of right now, you know, you Pisces are in a position where you're concentrating on yourself and what you can achieve. So, you know, again, maybe you may get back at it again, but, you know, not until a person shows you that they have some form of common sense. But that's it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to get the YouTube channel to 100K. Trying to get the YouTube channel to 100K. Right now we have 29,393 subscribers. Hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. If you want to come through and get a personal reading, the link to that is in the comment section below, called the Linktree link.